What is up, everybody? Welcome to Trades, where we get technical analysis on different stocks in the stock market, as well as potential buy, hold, or sell opinions on these given stocks. I'd like to preface by saying that I am not a financial advisor nor expert. I am just a random dude on YouTube, so take what I say with a grain of salt. The reason that I started this channel is because a couple of years back, I was about $30,000 deep in medical debt, and I was very lucky to have some close family, friends, and mentors that pushed me to work really hard and invest in the stock market. And thanks to them, I was able to pay off all my debt and become financially free. And if I can pass along any of that information to you guys and make your lives a little bit better, so maybe you can do the same for somebody else, that's all I can ask for, man. And that make me a happy guy. Last, before we get into the video, if you wouldn't mind dropping a like on the video, it really does help support the channel. And consider subscribing if you'd like to see more content like this. I do post videos daily, multiple times a day, and I do cover IDEX, Ideanomics Incorporated a lot, which is what we are going to be talking about today. So let's get into Ideanomics. We're going to cover a few things, so buckle in for a loaded and informational video. Now, for those who do not know what IDEX is, I have pulled up the overview of the company. Ideanomics Incorporated is a global company focused on facilitating the adoption of commercial electric vehicles and developing next-generation financial services and fintech product. The firm operates through the Mobile Energy Global and Ideanomics Capital business units. Its electric vehicle division, MEG, provides group purchasing discounts on commercial electric vehicles, EV batteries, and electricity, as well as financing and charging solutions. Ideanomics Capital includes DBOT ATS and Intelligenta, which provides financial services solutions powered by AI and blockchain. The company was founded by Shane B. McMahon, and etc. So basically what these guys do is they are a facilitator between, financial services and fintech products. So they're kind of a middleman between EV companies and EV batteries, electricity, all that sort of stuff. They bring together like Neo and Plug and XPEV and Clean Energy, and they provide different products that help out both those companies. So Ideanomics is very involved in the EV sector and the clean energy sector, and it could be a big player when those stocks take off. One of the big news articles I've already covered, but in case you didn't get to see the video, I will briefly go over again, is Ideanomics is set to buy 2,000 electric vehicles from BYD Diddy. They signed an agreement to buy 2,000 electric ride-hailing vehicles from a joint venture between China's BYD and Diddy. So that did shoot the price up, about 17% in the pre-market on Monday. This news article came out on December 28th. Today is the 30th. So this is a little bit outdated, but there is no other present news out on IDEX. If there is, I'll present it to you guys as soon as I have it and as soon as I can press record. But this is something to keep in mind. The stock is trading a little bit lower today than usual. We did have a very red day yesterday. However, I'll talk about this more in a second, but I believe that was because of what is called tax sell-offs. I'll just touch on it now. Tax sell-offs are when people at the end of the year will sell off their losing positions in stocks so that they can write off up to $3,000 on their tax returns so they don't have to pay as much in taxes. I believe you saw that across the entirety of the market. It was a very red day. I don't see very many people that weren't swing or day traders that made money. I think pretty much everybody took an L yesterday, and that's just what comes with this time of year. So I wouldn't stress too much. I still think IDEX is in a good spot. I would be a little more concerned if we saw this pattern a couple days in a row. But with that being said, last, before we get into the technicals, I wanted to show you their revenue, their cash flow, their fundamentals. I will leave a link to this in the description box down below, along with these other two articles, in case you'd like to look at them closer. But you can see that this is in thousands. So this is 44 million. This is 377 million, 144 million. They're kind of all over the place, right? In 2019, nothing crazy. In fact, we have some negative numbers. So the financial situation isn't looking good, particularly. But what is interesting about IDEX is the potential for growth. There's two ways you can invest in the company. You can invest based on their financial situation, or you can invest based on their management and potential for growth. Now, what I like about IDEX is recently they let go of their CEO and brought on a new member to the team. And some people might think this is a sign of weakness. However, I do not think so. This is, if you were Wall Street investor or as an institutional investor, the way you look at this is you are weeding out weak management because you care about the growth of a company. And I do think that states very clearly to investors that IDEX is being proactive about the growth of their company. They take their management seriously. They do want to start meeting their financial goals, and improving the basis of this company. So there's nothing up yet for next year's projection. Otherwise, when that does pop up, you will find it here. Anywho, let's get into the technical analysis on the stock. I do have a couple of levels already preset that I've been looking at, but the general trend on the last 10 days has been kind of up and down, right? So we've got, 3 kind of bearish days here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 bullish days and a couple of consolidation days. So we've been up and down. We've not on a clear trajectory of bullish or bearish or neutral. We've been all over the place. We have reached a high over the last 10 days of about $2.80, which is phenomenal. If you got in at $1.70 here and you got out at $2.80, that's a really solid swing trade, man. And I can't even be mad. I can't be mad at all. That's a good day. But we're currently trading at about $2.10. So we are down a pretty significant amount, but the entire market is down a pretty significant amount, so I would not sweat too much yet. We do have some pretty solid support levels that I'll go over in a second. And another thing that I find interesting is the amount of volume is going up. That is huge. I've said it before, I've said it, I'll say it again, I'll say it every time if I have to. You guys already know. Volume drives volatility. Volatility drives higher price valuations. So this volume could very easily, just as easily as it brought the price down, it can shoot the price right back up, just like we see here. This is this spot right here is when the 2,000 vehicles was announced. So that was a very solid news catalyst. If we get something very similar to that at all, it won't take much to get back to that $2.80 to $3 range. So be watching for that. We're going to go over the support and resistance levels real quick. So we've got a pretty solid support line right here at $2.08. We did dip below that very briefly. However, we are above that now and we are trading, about $2.10. So if we do drop below 208, watch for, about $2.03 as a fallback support level. If we dip below $2, that should be a little bit concerning because the next level from there is in the $1.70 to $1.80 range. And I would recommend if you see that happen and you bought it at $1.70 and you want to lock in your profits, maybe you do that. Maybe you set a trailing stop loss and just make sure that you take a little bit of your money that you made and then just rebuy back in when the stock is at its lowest point. That's how I would play the stock if I was you. I'm currently bought in at $2.02 on IDEX, and my belief is that we will go back up past this resistance line here at 240. So I will be watching for that, but we need to first go past this resistance line right here at 227, and before that at about 223. So watch for this 223 resistance line and then 227. If we can get past those two levels, I think $2.40 is pretty realistic by the end of the day. However, if we drop below 208 and then $2, expect a very red day in that case. It is very possible that we continue to see a tax sell-off today. I believe today is the last day to do so that you can claim your losses on your tax returns. So if we see another red day, I would presume that is why. Just be ready for either situation. So the volume moving average, we have been below and above it, mostly below in the trading day yesterday. It was a bearish day. The bears did have control. So watch and see how this thing opens up in the regular market hours. If we do open above the volume moving average and we hang above that for an hour or two, I would expect a pretty green day. I would expect to see some solid growth. However, I'm not a wizard. I can't predict the future. If I could, we'd all be pretty rich people, but I can't. So that is what I have for IDEX. I do have a position in this stock. I have about $2,000 bought in at $2.02, and my exit strategy is around $3 for about half of my position, and I'm gonna let the other half ride just to see where this stock can go. I'm not saying that you need to do that yourself. That is how I plan on playing the stock. I do see some solid upside here with IDEX. I think this is going to be a big player in a couple of years. This is a longer term investment. If you really want to see some massive growth, we're going to need some big catalysts, which we just don't have yet. So be patient with this stock. It does have upside. You're just going to have to wait it out. That is all I have for the video today. If you enjoyed it, please drop a like on it. If you'd like to see more content like this, please consider subscribing to the channel. It really does help out, and I appreciate the community that we're building out here at Trey's Trades. Just yesterday morning, I was at 200 subscribers, and I woke up this morning to 330, so I don't know what's going on, but I really appreciate the support, guys. It means the world to me. I'm glad we can build a community out here for traders and investors. That is all I have for you, and I will see you all next time. Peace.